It's a long day. Hey, indeed, hey, we're starting to reinvigorate Formula 3, as it used to be called, Superlights as well. There's obviously, you were the only survivor out of that one. Is there still more coming?
I'm sure there are. I know there's plenty of F3 bikes tucked away in garages out there. I know the inclusion of F3 in Nationals this year was quite late notice, so that might have handicapped a few of them. But if we can keep it going in the next couple of years, give some heads up, I'd like to see the F3 grid packed.
Yeah, well done. All right, back to you guys. Well done. Thank you, Simon.
All right, here we go, straight into it. 15-lap feature Sunday race for Superbikes, and Mitchell Rees, our defending champion. He leads ahead of Al Hoogie and Ant West out of pothole and on the run. Look at Al Hoogie, he's fired up, ready to go. Tony Rees is running the outside of the hairpin as well. He's going to try and get himself in the thick of it. There's absolutely nothing in it out of the hairpin, and great to have Scotty Moyer rejuvenated this weekend. SJ, absolutely fantastic to see that Diamond Design Promoter Yamaha back in the top pack.
Yeah, no, Scotty's having a great weekend, you know, after the troubles he's had of the first couple of rounds. It's great to see him in there fighting with the leading pack. He's right behind Ant West, who's in 4th place, but Al Hoogie's made the move on Mitchell Rees. So Al Hoogie leads out of the out of the Christchurch Casino Carousel and into the Southern S's. That's Al Hoogie, the local boy, the hometown hero, Alistair Hoogenbosom. He's in front now. Mitchell Rees looking to make a move back into the dipper, and that's Tony Rees. So father-son duo there. So 2nd and 3rd for Team Rees Honda. Ant West in 4th and Scott Moyer in 5th. So this tight 5 at the front, Brad.
Oh, hang about, fellas. This is a 15-lapper. They're already going at it here, SJ. This is simply remarkable.
Yeah,
as we
slow down, boys. You got a long way to go.
Out of the sweeper and down the front straight. This is going to feel good for the hometown fans. Alistair Hoogenbosom is in charge of this one here. Mitchell Rees is going to stalk him into turn number 1. Tony Rees, the legend, in 3rd place. Ant West, he won't want to stay there in 4th place, SJ. He'll be hungry, and we've got fireworks expected early stages here.
Yeah, look, Ant West, you know, credit to him, this man. You came here on Friday, never seen the track before, and the conditions on Friday were less than ideal for practicing. It was wet most of the day, so didn't get many dry laps in, but shows the class of the man that he's fighting at the front. He's looking to make a move now on the inside of Tony Rees, but Tony strong onto the brakes into the hairpin. Can he hold him off? No. Ant West slips up the inside. He's made the move into 3rd, so that's Ant West, the Australian visitor, the ex-Moto 2 and World Supersport rider. So he's world level rider, this guy, folks. Don't take away anything from Ant West. He is a serious campaigner, and he's looking to close in on these front two. Alistair Hoogenbosom still leading into the Christchurch Casino Carousel for the 2nd time. Mitchell Rees riding behind him, and now Ant West tucked in there as well. Really, really close to the front 3 now, so this is going to be on for all money, Brad.
1:34.1 standing lap from Alistair Hoogenbosom off the 2nd row of the grid, so that just goes to show this is all on at the front. Look at them, there's 3 of them into the Signbus dipper. Tony Rees is trying to hang on to that trio, and you got Scotty Moyer, he's right there as well. So a full-on 5-way train out of the dipper. This is breathtaking for our Superbike paddock, as Tony has a bit of a moment coming out of the dipper, but this just shows you just how hard these guys are pushing. Ant West is right on the back wheel of Mitchell Rees. Let's see what happens out of the sweeper. Down the front straight, Alistair Hoogenbosom leads. Mitchell Rees, Ant West, Tony Rees and Scott Moyer, they are on fire here as we head down into turn 1. And a good start as well from Dave Sharp and James Hoogenbosom. They had a good little tussle here yesterday, SJ. So look at that. So Dave and James in the 132s and 133 flat. That's not a bad lap around here, and they're losing touch with our front trio.
I think you got to remember, Brad, like you look at the pace that Tony Rees and Scott Moyer are setting, low 30s. A couple of years ago, that would have easily been leading the race. So the bar has really stepped up these front guys, the Al Hoogies, the Mitch Rees, and now we've got Ant West, the international visitor here. They've stepped up the game, and Ant West is looking to make a move there. Scotty Moyer running wide into the hairpin there, so that's dropped Scotty off the back of this pack, unfortunately. Let's see if he can make that ground up again, get back into his rhythm. But at the front, it's still Alistair Hoogenbosom leading, Mitchell Rees from Anthony West. This is a great fight, and these boys, they're hammer and tongs. We're on the 3rd lap, Brad. There's 15, there's a whole 12 laps to go. This is insane.
Oh, brought to us by Casbolt Motorcycles, your local sponsor for Superbike this weekend. We've also got some club and base riders out there in what's called Formula Sport and F1 racing, so it's great to have them making it a full 11 entry field. At Ant West, SJ not mucking around, he's already up in a second, so this is heading up nicely. Mitchell Rees, the defending New Zealand champion, back in 3rd place. He's got a bit of work to do here, SJ.
Oh, he certainly has, and this is what we've wanted to see all season, Brad. Some great toe-to-toe stand-up fight in the Superbike class. And Ant West, he's got up the inside of Al Hoogie into the last corner. That's such a hard move to make. You've got to be so committed into there. And Ant West, he's now looking to make a break here from Al Hoogie, but no. Al Hugi's got the slipstream. He's managed to get past up the inside of Anne into turn 1. So can he make that move stick into turn 1? It looks like he has made it stick. So Alistair Hugenbosom leads Ant West. This is a great tussle. These boys, it's going to go down to, I'll tell you what, Brad, this is going to go to the last lap.
Oh, we're going to need all 15 of these laps to find out who's winning this one. Don't rule out the boys.
Scotty Moyer, look at the pace he's carrying in there. Wow, this is just electric, Brad.
And up the inside again into the hairpin. That is a classical move. Gets the job done on the apex. Can he get the drive out of there? That is an experienced man with a good move into the hairpin. Alistair Hugenbosom, even the hometown hero, can't stop the juggernaut that is Ant West on the Addicted to Track one there, SJ. This is brilliant.
This is just, tell you what, folks, this is why you pay entry money, is to see this. This is top draw superbike racing. You won't see better anywhere else. And looking further back in the field now, looks like James Hugie has closed up onto the back of Dave Sharp. So the local boy, James Hugie, that's Alistair Hugenbosom's brother. He's a local lad, and he's looking to make a move now on Dave Sharp for 6th place. So that's a great little tussle going on there. And we look further back to our club riders coming into the infield. There were Aaron Scott and Warren Hudson, and also Gary Graham. So it's great to see those club level guys out here mixing it with the national guys. You know, it only brings their level up. So, but looking into the last corner, Ant West, he's made a bit of ground here on this pack in the infield, Brad, and he has now got a good probably 4 or 5 tenths on Alistair Hugenbosom as we head across the line to tick off another lap, Brad.
Yeah, he looks really strong in the infield, eh? The Southern Salvage and into the dipper, that Addicted Track R1 set up absolutely beautifully. So Ant West, he's got it all dialed in, 1:29.6, so we're only 6 tenths off lap record pace as they go into turn 1. Frighteningly quick left-hander, and then they go down the waistcoast straight.
Ant West 280 kilometres an hour down into the chute there, Brad. That is seriously fast. 280 kilometres now.
Unbelievable. So here we go, Ant West, Alistair Hugenbosom. Mitchell Rees is trying desperately to not let these two get away, because the two Yamaha boys in front, they are just slowly streaking away. You've got Tony and Scotty right there as well.
Scotty's not out of this.
I'll
He's
tell
not
you
out
what.
of this podium battle, Brad. You know, this is a great run for Scotty. It's great to see him back with a bit of form here. I know he's got a data guy out here from Australia, so they've been working pretty hard in the pits. They've been going through a lot of data last night, you know, into the wee hours this morning, going through data, just trawling through it to see what they can find. But it looks like it's certainly worked, because he's right on the back of Tony Rees. He has certainly not let Tony get away, and he looks really strong in the infield here. It looks like he can make a move possibly into the Southern Salvagesses, but it is into the dipper. Ant West, he's got probably now, it's creeping up towards a second, maybe still probably 7 tenths of a second on Alistair Hugenbosom, and then it's Mitchell Rees in third as we head into the last corner to come onto the front straight for another run down and make another lap, Brad.
Oh, I'm impressed with Ant West. I mean, he only turned up to this place on Friday, and it was not a great day weather-wise.
Yep.
So to have learnt this track, this is not an easy track to learn. You've got to link it all together nicely.
Probably, Brad, to be honest, it's probably the most technical track in the country. There's so much infield to get right, to link it all together and to make the lap. You know, it's almost like you make a mistake at the start of the infield, and it really has a knock-on effect that you kind of can't, you know, you can't sort of get over that until you get out of the infield again. So for him to come here and do what he's doing, that is exceptional work, you know, to learn it so fast. Remember, these guys are no mugs around here. These locals like Alistair Hugenbosom and Mitchell Rees and Tony Rees, they've been here so many times, done so many laps here. So what Ant West is doing out there in the front of this race is very, very impressive. But Brad, this is I'm out of breath, and we're not even halfway.
We've got 10 laps to go, SJ. Hang on to your seat here, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks you for joining us. A wonderful crowd has come in to join us already here, and thank you for tuning in on Ctas as well. We're also joined in the commentary box by Supersport 600 top flight competitor Rogan Chandler, and it's all on here.
First of all, Rogan, is this an aspiration? Do you want to do Supers one day?
Oh, for sure. I mean, those guys are the best riders in the country right now, you know, or some of, and to battle against people like Ant West, that would be it would be pretty cool.
All right, indeed. Track conditions wise, how do you think it's like for those guys out there at the moment?
Oh, it'd be scorching. I think this afternoon race is going to be a really hard one on the tyres and on the body, and you know, yeah, the hotter it gets here, sometimes the worse the track gets. So it'll be interesting.
Thank you indeed, Rogan Chandler, Supersport star, coming up to join us here in the box.
All right, ticking off another lap, so that is a 1:29.3, so 3 tenths off lap record pace at the early stages of a 15-lap second race of the weekend. Ant West now leads by 2.1 seconds. That is a telling margin, but Mitch Rees is trying to find a way around Alistair Hugenbosom. He can see Ant West getting away in the distance. This is starting to heat up the second and third, and then you've got third and fourth and fifth place, Tony Rees and Scotty Moyer, still in touch with that podium fight there. Dave Sharp and James Hugenbosom, there's only half a second in that battle there. That's raging on for 6 6th and 7th place. Aaron Scott, Warren Hudson and Gary Graham. Shout out to those three here, 8th, 9th and 10th, and still circulating on some really good pace. So, this is exciting. We've got Ant West streaking away with 9 and a bit laps to go. We've got Alistair Hugenbosom and Mitch Rees going at it in the Fulton Hogan S's, heading towards the Christchurch Casino Carousel. We've had some spectacular racing all weekend long, and our Superbikes have been the absolute jewel in the crown, SJ. This has been worth the price of admission alone, this 4.5 laps.
To see someone like Ant West, Ant West, he has ridden at the highest level of Grand Prix racing around the world. He's won at the highest level. He's won in the 125cc World Championship. He's had 92 starts in the 250cc World Championship. He had 14 starts in the 500cc World Championship. So we're talking about top level. That doesn't get any better. So that's why we're seeing the class of the man here, and he is broken Alistair Hugenbosom and Mitchell Rees at this stage of the race. He is gone, Brad. And I tell you what, it's going to be a tough road for Al and Mitch to claw him back now, because he's got a long way up the road. But as we see, Mitchell Rees, he's looking to slipstream past Alistair Hugenbosom into turn 1, and he's made the move stick. So that's a pass for second position. We're going to change the podium, Brad.
All right, let's keep an eye on that. 3.4 seconds is the gap. Ant West to now Mitchell Rees in second place. Al's not going to want to try and let him have that easily. He's going to try and argue back, but Mitch Rees, pivotal stage of the race.
Tell you what, though, he's made a good gap there on Al immediately. So maybe Mitchell's been saving a bit of tyre. There's a long race, and Mitchell's he's a clever rider, so possibly he saved some tyre for to make an attack. But he's realised that Ant's got up the road, and he needs to make his move now, because he's going to run out of time. So full credit to Mitchell for really digging it in and getting past Al, because Alistair Hugenbosom, not an easy man to pass anywhere in the country, let alone on his home track here at Euromark Motorsport Park, Ruapuna. So heading into the Southern Salvage, it is Ant West, and then we've got Mitchell Rees followed by Alistair Hugenbosom. Tony Rees, the stalwart of Superbike Racing New Zealand, and then we've got Scotty Moore still hanging on in 5th. So a good ride for Scotty there. I know that Scotty is struggling a little bit with his shoulder. He's got a bit of a shoulder injury he is carrying into this round. So unfortunately for Scotty, that is hindering him a little bit. And as the race goes on, unfortunately, it does get a little bit worse for him. So hey, it's just great to see him, Brad, hanging in for these first few laps with the front guys.
Absolutely. Shout out to the whole Diamond Design Promoto Highway Tyres Yamaha team. They have really turned up here in the South Island stint. This is not a track they're that familiar with, and they've come guns blazing. So a shout out to that whole top 5, as it's now 4.3 seconds. So I'll tell you what, you have to go back a long way before our defending New Zealand Superbike champion was really under this kind of pressure. He's got questions to be asked here. He's got to try and find 4.3 seconds, 7 laps to go, and this is not going to be easy for our defending champion, SJ.
No, this is probably the biggest task that Mitchell Rees has faced in the last couple of years, but hey, this is what we've wanted. We've wanted some good competition here in the country, and we're seeing it. We're seeing the best of the best. So it's great to see, and we've got perfect conditions here for racing today. It would be absolutely fantastic out there on track, but it will be very hot, and this place is very physical, especially riding a 1000cc superbike. The change of direction as we see them now heading in, through turn 4 and 5 there and up to the Christchurch Casino Carousel. Those fast changes of direction really take a lot of effort to stand on the pegs and move the weight of the bike and tip it over to the other direction. So make no mistake, people, these things are certainly not easy to ride. They are, so much horsepower, 200 horsepower at the rear wheel, doing 280 kilometres an hour down there into turn 1, and you've got to stop it to get around turn 1. So it's not only the acceleration forces, it's the braking forces, it's the changing of direction. And, so these boys are really fit. The guys at the top of this field, they train hard. They're in the gym, they're out on mountain bikes, they're running, they're doing all sorts of fitness because they need it. To do 15 laps around here is a serious workout, Brad.
Just another lap in the 129.5s for Ant West. He continues to turn the screws, and it's out to 4.9 seconds. So it's 6 laps to go. Ant West is still in the 129s. This is an absolutely flawless performance on the cards here. Didn't get the start he wanted. He was buried in about 4th place, but stayed patient, knew the game plan, and we're seeing a world-class rider in action here, heading towards the hairpin. We've got that trio. That's still hammer and tongs for 2nd, 3rd and 4th place with Tony Rees. He has not lost touch with that podium fight. And then Scotty Moyer, a credible performance there in 5th place. We've got Dave Sharp and James Hoogie. They're going at it still as well, SJ. So we've got battles all over the racetrack, and a massive 5.5 laps still go.
Yeah, absolutely. And those club boys, you know, still out there doing their thing, getting around. You know, they'll be enjoying riding out here with the national guys. It's not often that the big boys come to town, so they'll be excited at the prospect of lining up on the grid against guys like Ant West and Mitchell Rees, Tony Rees, a legend. You know, a legend of the sport. To line up on the grid alongside those guys is, you know, it's an achievement in itself. So good on those boys. But you know, we're looking Ant West. He's going to come up on the first of those boys. He's going to put one of them a lap down. So he'll easily make his way past. And these club riders have been awesome all weekend. You know, they've not been doing anything silly out there, not interfering with these top boys. So it's just great to see them out there racing. But Ant West, he's making his way onto the front straight to click off another lap, and that'll be 5 laps to go, Brad. So we are 3/4 race. Sorry, we are 2/3 race distance. Looking for another 5 laps to go.
And another 1:29.5. So he just keeps racking them off. It's up to 5.8 seconds. So this is a superstar performance. Ant West, he is leading the charge here. Mitchell Rees, Alice Nzsbk and Tony Rees unchanged in 2nd, 3rd and 4th place. Scott Moyer there, that'll be rounding out our top 5. So, Ant West, this is truly remarkable. We should not be doing 1:29.5s on those tyres that have done 10 laps around a blistering hot Euromark raceway. So another interesting factor, the final 5 laps. We don't know what tyres are done. We haven't had a 15 lapper so far this summer, SJ, so still could be plenty to look at.
By far the longest race these boys have encountered all season. So not only tyres but fitness as well. So yeah, it's a long way around here. I mean, I know myself, having ridden, you know, riding 600s around here in Pro Twins, that it's a long way. And you come here, you know, the heat of the summer, and it's always hard work, but always a very enjoyable track to ride. But unfortunately today, Brad, we're missing from the KMD Kawasaki team, Dale Finch, after a nasty high side crash out of the Christchurch Casino Carousel in race 1 yesterday. And it was good to see Dale in the pits this morning. He's a bit battered and bruised, but he's up and about. And oh, well, look, we've got a move in there. Oh, so that's for a back marker. I thought we had a change of position there for the podium, Brad. But hey, it is heating up. Tony Rees has not let Alistair Hugenbosom go. He's actually made ground on him. So, hey, we're on for a podium position here, possibly for Tony Rees, Brad.
Oh, and speaking of Team Rees Honda, happy birthday to Stu as well. Big 8-4 today. Big Stu, happy birthday to Stu. Great to have him make the trip down south, and lovely to have him in the pits, and a big happy birthday. So let's tick off another lap. Another 1:29.9 that time. So the heat at the front is still getting applied. He's got a massive 7.2 second advantage over our 2-time defending New Zealand champion, Mitch Rees. Al Hoogie and Tony Rees, that's heating up. There's only 0.1 of a second in that little tussle there, SJ. So I think Tony Rees, he's not in the MNZ Hall of Fame for no reason. He's got a few tricks up his sleeve here, and he'll be hungry for a Team Rees Honda podium.
And when we talk about world-class riders of Ant West, don't forget Tony Rees. He has raced all around the world as well. You know, he's raced World Endurance Championship. He's raced World Superbike. You know, he's a serious campaigner as Tony Rees. You know, he may be in his 50s now, but look at the man, still up there fighting with the best of the best in the country. And it looks like, you know, Al Hoogie, he's quite strong in the infield here. He knows this place like the back of his hand. He knows exactly where to put that Yamaha R1 in, but Tony Rees will not let him get away. Yeah, Tony will sniff a podium here, and look, that man, like I say, he might be older, but he's still got that fighting competitive spirit. He will love another podium here to add to his collection, Brad.
Absolutely. So we've got a bit of excitement building in this final 3 and a bit laps remaining in our race 2 of the weekend. We've got New Zealand Grand Prix titles to give away later on this afternoon. We're in uncharted territory as far as the Superbike paddock's concerned. We have not done a race more than 8 laps leading into this weekend. We did a 10 lap yesterday, and now we've got 3 laps to go and a 15 lapper. So we're not sure what the tyres are going to do. Fatigue setting in. It's some pretty brutal conditions out there. And yet another 1:29.5 from Ant West.
Incredible pace, Brad.
I can't even believe what I'm seeing out there. He keeps going out there. Look at that. There's only 0.3 of a second.
You know, 30.9 for Mitchell Rees, 30.6 for Alistair Hugenbosom, and a 30.6 for Tony Rees. So Alistair and Tony had it hammer and tongs here for the last podium position as they come out of turn 1. Scotty Moyer, he's unfortunately dropped off the top 4 here, but another great ride for Scotty. So we're looking at Ant West now coming out of the heap, and another lap there. And Tony Rees into the hairpin, strong on the brakes. Can't quite make a move though, not close enough to make a move. But those 3 there, that podium is far from decided, Brad. You know, with another couple of laps here to go, this could go either way.
Absolutely brilliant. This is some kind of show from Ant West out in front. 8.6 seconds the buffer as he heads out of the Christchurch Casino Carousel. You can just see how hard he's pushing. He's just that kind of rider. He just has his bike set up for these conditions, this pace, and he's just absolutely going for it into the Southern Sound. He's got an 8.6 second lead. His pit board will have shown him that, but he is not relenting at all. So brilliant show, and probably some good data ready to go for a 16 lap Grand Prix race as well.
That's half a second ticking off lap record pace, Brad, consistently, lap after lap.
I haven't seen him go outside the 129s of the entire
I don't
race.
think he has, and that's incredible pace around here. But out of the dipper, Alistair Hugenbosom, he's closed up on Mitch Rees. So, you know, Tony looking to make a move on Al looking to make a move on Mitchell. So that's all on for the podium. That last two positions on the podium is not guaranteed at all. But I think what we can say, barring any catastrophe, is that Ant West has got this one well and truly under control.
He's making a bit of a statement here. 9.9 second the buffer.
Statement.
Al Hoogie having a little look up the inside of his good mate Mitch Rees. Not quite there. And now
Tony looking around the outside.
He's coming into the party. Oh, I tell you what, this is going to be tantalising next couple of laps here. Mitch Rees, Alistair Hugenbosom and Tony Rees, three of New Zealand's absolute best, going at it around Euromark Motorsport Park. Don't go anywhere. Your eyes will not be able to leave this one here. And West, he's out and gone. 9.9 seconds. Only a disaster should cost him from here.
Well,
Have a look at Al.
he's hungry for that second position. Mitchell Rees has got a fight on his hands here from the local lad, Alistair Hugenbosom. Tony Rees there in fourth position. He is certainly still hungry for a podium as well. But out of the Christchurch Casino Carousel, as smooth as you like, in the rhythm, Anthony West, world class, absolutely just great stuff here, Brad.
Oh, I'm running out of superlatives for this man. He is blowing me away here this morning. This is brilliant from him. He's just been in the 129s for 15 laps almost. He's going to have the white flag ready and waiting for him. But it's really the battle behind we're having a look at.
No, not quite. Can't make it stick there into the Southern Salvage S's. But he is hunting down. He'll see the last lap. He'll see the white flag, and he will be desperate to get in front of that Team Rees Honda for second position. Mitchell Rees, a slight little hiccup out of the dipper there, possibly not quite the drive he wanted, but he still held on to it for the last lap. So here it is, heading to the last lap, Brad. Anthony West, one to go.
Well, this is breathtaking, really. So Ant West leads into turn number one. He's got it really in the palm of his hand. Mitch Rees still hanging on to second. Al Hoogie and Tony Rees. Where is the move going to come from? We've seen them have a little look in many different places on the racetrack, but it is going to have to be a massive big move. You'd have to think,
SJ. I reckon Al Hoogie, if he can get a good run through the pothole, that's turn 3, the Link ECU corner, I reckon he'll have a go at the hairpin, but he's got to also watch for Tony. But Tony didn't quite get it through turn 3. So looking into the hairpin now, not close enough for Alistair Hugenbosom. So Mitchell Rees has got that one covered. Now where does Al Hoogie look now, Brad? Where does he go to now?
Oh, he's been real good into Southern Salvage all day long, so I'd say he'd be saving it up there. But this is a truly breathtaking trio coming into the Fulton S's out of the Christchurch Casino.
Dropped off there a little bit. He's just got a little bit of a gap now. He's going to have to try and make that up, Brad. He's going to try and make that up. But Al Hoogie out of the Christchurch Casino Carousel. He's right on the back tyre of Mitchell Rees. He needs to get a good run here through turn 9 so he can make a move up into the Southern Salvage S's. Can he make it stick? He's got the run. No, he can't. Mitchell Rees closes the door. Oh, it's going to have to be a desperate last corner move now, I think, Brad.
All right, let's ride with our absolutely breathtaking performance. Anthony West, he's only turned up to the country a month ago for the first time. He has made a real statement in this New Zealand Superbike Championship. He ran away and wins race number 2 for the weekend. Out of the final corner, a trio going at it for podium glory. Mitch Rees, Alistair Hugenbosom and Tony. Absolutely nothing in it. We've got a good drive out of there from Mitchell. He'll hang on. Al will come through in 3rd place. And Tony, after 15 breathtaking laps, will have to go back there in 4th place. But,
I need a lie down, Brad. That's outstanding Superbike racing, folks. That is outstanding.
Brilliant. Ant West, he'll do a couple of celebration wheelies, one of the best wheelie celebrators you'll see in world motorcycle racing, and is worthy of a round of applause. He's put on a big show.
Across the line in 50, Brad. It's Scotty's dropped off at the end of the race here, but he'll be happy with the start of the race, hanging in there with those top boys. He'll be happy with that pace. Dave Sharp comes across the line, 6th position for Dave. That's a good race for him. And Aaron Scott looking to come across the line there in 7th position. So I'm not sure where James Hugenbosom ended up there, Brad.
Yeah, here comes James down the front straight here. So James coming through. And I'll tell you what, to still be on the lead lap of a 15 lap against world-class competitors, that is a very highly credible performance from those boys there. Absolutely brilliant. So this is going to be a good podium to catch up with Neil. I want to see how hung out these guys are, because the commentary box were absolutely hung out. So
absolutely.
15 laps in the heat here. That was remarkable.
I can't wait for this afternoon, Brad, for the New Zealand Grand Prix title for this class. That race is going to be electrifying. There's going to be some elbows out, because these Kiwi boys, they will not want the Australian taking the New Zealand Grand Prix title back over to the land of Oz.
All right, we're going to cross down to Neil, who will wrap up our Casbolt's Formula Sport, Formula 1 and Superbike Championship. A real statement made by Anthony West in this New Zealand campaign. So let's cross down to Neil, who will wrap it up.
Oh, thank you, boys. And man, come on, as all of these riders come in, I want to see an outstanding round of applause. 15 laps in this heat already this morning. That is absolutely breathtaking. And people under the radar, for example, James Hugenbosom on the same lap count as those big boys. Just a true grassroots local rider coming out for the big show and putting on the biggest show of them all. So well done to James. So great work. Here's Super Brother Al. He'll get it all together to go up there for 3. Yeah. Loving the support. Well done, everybody. So fantastic to see. We'll get the men, we'll get the machines, we'll get them all on board in here. So wow, and there we go. 2 Yamahas led 2 Hondas from a further Yamaha back there as well, and another Yamaha to take that next place. So exciting stuff as we get these boys addicted to track, bring their machine in here, and come all the way from to New Zealand just for a nice bit of Canterbury weather. They've come for the glory, and they're putting it together. And man to man, talk about making a statement for that Grand Prix coming up for grabs here a little later on today. So this is going to be a super exciting race weekend in store. Superbikes fight like you've not seen before, as we take an opportunity and get Al, first of all, Al, mate, for a long time you've owned this, and that was still an absolutely gobsmacking performance, but man, we've got some class here today.
Yeah. It was a fun race. A wee bit more involved than the race yesterday, so I told you I was coming. But yeah, a few things will go away and play with the bike. But no, we're happy we could mix it with Mitch, and he sort of gapped us a little bit, and we caught back up. So we know we've got the legs and the endurance, so we'll see what happens in the next race.
Right, hey mate, you've come back in and there's not a lot of sweat pumping there at the moment. You've obviously been doing some preparation. Is all those little fitness fun things you've been doing starting to pay dividends?
Yeah, I've probably been the most relaxed this year as I've ever been, but still out on the mountain bikes and a bit of rock climbing, and gym in Auckland's been really good, and a bit of flat tracking. So shout out to the flat track guys. It's been good fitness, even though the races are like a minute and a half long, but they still get my heart going. But fitness is the one thing I said I'd never let myself sort of so I've always worked. It's one thing I can do, so the team does the rest. I ride the bike and look after myself. So
well done. Hey, come on Canterbury, one outstanding effort, Al Hoogie. Woo, wow, absolutely dynamic with a capital D on this one, as we're looking here for the pan of the camera right over on the extreme of this one, and here to mighty Mitch. Holy Toledo, Mitch, you talk about having to work for your living. It's not getting easy, mate.
Oh, definitely not. Anyway, it was a good race regardless, just not feeling it, so yeah.
All right, indeed, takes a tough one, and obviously the heat of the day, it's not going to get any colder by the end of the day, is it, for your next one?
No, I can only just hope it helps sweat the flu out, so hopefully we're good to go.
All right, indeed, hey, but still classy to have this kind of calibre with us. This is what we want in New Zealand Superbikes.
Oh, for sure, yeah, it always makes us up our game. Obviously we have all year until that race. He rode really well, managed to get in front of Al and get a bit of a gap, and I knew I was never going to catch him, so yeah. Well
done. Let's hear it, our own number one, Mitch Rees, top performance. Hey folks, the best lessons to get in the world of sport are when you get beaten by the best, and don't we love having a great Aussie to come and do it? Come on, let's hear it, the Ant West Fan Club. Yeah, nice to witness. First of all, Ant put it right there, but hey mate, for a track you've never seen before, how the hell do you do it?
Yeah, I don't know. It's over 25 years of racing. Yeah, I think you sort of learn a track. So yeah, I've seen every corner there is to see, so I learned it pretty quickly. More laps would have been nice, but happy with the result. I was worried about the Honda yesterday, but I'm glad to get a confirmed win today. So race 2 will be interesting for sure. Yeah, these guys were mixing up at the start, so it was fun.
Right, hey, from a track point of view, you've raced many around the world. Give a sort of a reference to people here about what this track's like. There's sort of somebody straight away you think, oh, I remember it looks like or feels like so-and-so, or a couple of tracks you can think of that glued together would make Ruapuna here. What do you put an analogy to this track here in the middle of the South Island, New Zealand?
It's probably reference to like Valencia, because you can see all the track, which is good. There's not many tracks in the world where you can see the whole track and see all the racing. The only one in the World Championship that I can remember is Valencia in Spain, so it's kind of like that. It's good to see all the racing, and yeah, it's a little track for a super bike. It's probably a bit better on a 600. The 600 guys are just as quick around here as we are, but it's still a fun track.
All right, as far as an approach concerned to your Australian ASBK coming up, is this the right thing to be doing in January when you could be sitting on a beach at Coolum or something else?
Yeah, no, definitely. I'm not a big fan of the beach. I'm scared of sharks. So, yeah, no, this is definitely what we needed because I started late with this team last year, and we're playing catch up right now. And right then they made a change to the bike from yesterday, and it was way better. So we are learning as a team together, which will help us in the ASBK.
Hey, and there it is, the whole team. What about the standing here behind him as well? Give shout out. Thanks for joining us, guys. Thank you very, very much. World class. So there we go again. Our Yamahas, our Honda are up there, and we've been beaten by a likeable Aussie here today, that's for sure. So well done. There's our Superbikes coming at you. More here from Nzsbk with our quality sponsors, PTS Logistics, giving us our national championship. If you're looking to move product, check out that name, PTS, moving freight, moving machinery, and moving it all around this great country. PTS Logistics, proud sponsors of Nzsbk New Zealand Superbike Road Racing, coming at you here from beautiful Ruapuna, round number 3.